शङ्करं सर्वनाथं भजामि। प्रचण्डं प्रकृष्टं प्रगल्भं परेष्णं अमृतं मतं भावकोटिप्रकाशम्
Devotees just informed that they will be here very shortly. The chant being played.
सज्जनानन्ददाता पुरारी श्रीरानन्दसन्दोहमोहापहारी। प्रभो पाह्यापं नमामि शशंभो। नमामि शमीशा
Family, Pundit Roopnarine Maharaj, relatives and friends who have gathered here this morning to pay their final respect to Leela Savi Persad. On behalf of the entire Persad family, we would like to take this opportunity to express our appreciation to all of you who have made the time to be here this morning to join with this family in this time of grief. Our program this morning is quite a very short and simple one before we proceed to the Mafeking cremation site. We are kindly asking those who will view the body after to please refrain from any photos and so. We will begin the program this morning with some mantras and a very short discourse by Vyasji, whom is a member of the family, very closely associated, and he has been here with his family for many years. Ladies and gentlemen, let me welcome Pundit Roopnarine Maharaj to lead us off in words of wisdom and more so mantras of blessings. After we go on to the next one, you do the next one, right?
Put it in the bhajans.
They're doing the bhajans all the time.
So the tribute.
The tribute by Judy.
To allow the Atman to begin the journey to the Let us pray. Hari Om Mukam karoti vacharam Pangulam Vetrim Yakripajamaham Vande Paramanandamadharam Vasudeva Sudam Devam Kamsachanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadguru Om Yada Yada Hi Dharmasya Glanirabhavati Bharatam Tadbhutan Dharmasya Taratmanam Shrijamah Parityaya Sadhunam Virashayak Dushkritam Dharma Sansa Pranataya Shambhavami Yugi Shantakar Sakui
Shainam Padmanaram Suresham Vishwadharam Gaganasarisham Meghavarnam Subhanyam Lakshmikantam Kamalanainam Yogi Virdyanam Vande Vishnu Bhavavaiharam Sarvaloke Karnakam Om Shamo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo 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 Bhagavate Vasudevaya
श्रेय कुंड हरि काक्ष प्रेतमोक्ष प्रभु भव राम नाम राम नाम राम नाम God bless you.
Thank you, Pundit Roopnarine Maharaj, for introducing into
Just
us
right
right
there.
now
So,
that
you want to sit
spiritual
now? You all want to
energy is
sit?
very much
Yes.
needed.
You will be listening to a series of tributes from persons who have been impacted by other than Auntie Savi. I would like to call upon Judy Perot from SNS Persad Supermarket to kindly give us the first tribute. Of course, as you'll be listening, I'm sure you all will be reflecting as well as to the individual who we are reflecting upon this morning.
Like a comet blazing across the evening sky, gone too soon. Miss Savi, out of the ordinary, from an obscure, almost forgotten village, rose a remarkable woman. She became a wife, a mother, the pulse of an outstanding and caring family. Miss Savi was indeed a true woman of substance, a class act that no one can emulate. A true nature lover who surrounded herself with beautiful plants and healing herbs. Team SNS owes it all to Miss Savi. Her success as a woman in business never took away from her humility and the love for her staff and community. Her mere presence was the only inspiration that was needed to drive us to perform better. We were determined and dedicated to providing the best service to our company and customers. She was the visionary behind our selection, placement, and deportment. To many of us, Ms. Savi was our mother, mentor, sister, friend, and of course, our boss. Ms. Savi always showed great love for her welfare of her staff, especially Monica, Gaza, and Smalls, whom she ensured had something to eat regularly and daily. We deeply mourn her loss and will always remember her everlasting warm smile and assurance with profound gratitude. Ms. Savi was gifted with that special ability to turn everything to touch into gold. Our market section was her passion, always ensuring fresh local market was abundant and not too expensive. She was a real diamond. My promotion to supervisor was done without my knowledge. I was therefore challenged to perform the best of my ability and to constantly rise to a higher level. To ensure that the faith and trust Ms. Savi bestowed upon me would not be misplaced or taken lightly. But Ms. Savi wasn't about work and business. She loved having a good time, spending precious moments with her family, and loved to dance the nights away. This special soul has left a lasting legacy, contributing to building a successful chain of businesses from humble beginnings. You have the right to perform your prescribed duty, but you are not entitled to the fruits of your actions, Lord Krishna. May Savi's star shine bright, and forever may she rest in eternal peace. Thank you.
Thank you very much indeed, Judy. None of us thought that today we'll be here at Sunset Beach Resort to celebrate the life of Savi. We have been here for many and all types of occasions and all types of celebrations. Never, beyond our wildest dreams, we would have thought that we would have been here to celebrate the life of Savi. And that tells that all of us, every single one of us seated here today, and by our extended families, that the day and time will come when we will all have to depart from this world. And we must be prepared, and families must be prepared. And the way to be prepared, and you will hear in bhajan later on, Jab pran iskan se nikali, when this last breath is about to leave the body, just don't wait for it. Govindanam. Keep chanting the name of the Lord at all times, on every occasion, every moment. As it is said in Bhagavad Gita, at the time of death, the devotee to call my name, that devotee or that individual will certainly come to me. When is that? None of us knows. So it is saying in Bhagavad Gita, every moment of your life, keep God in your thoughts. We'll have a tribute now by a very close friend of Savi. On a Sunday evening or even on a Friday night, you will see this group of young ladies together. And I say young ladies, because Auntie Chandra is there, Lauren is there, Karen is there, but it is the one that will bring some words of inspiration and comfort to the family and the friends. Let me invite Beatrice Burchlal. We all know her as Auntie Patsy.
Sitaram, good afternoon, all. First, I must say, from him we came, and unto him we shall return. Today, I find myself grappling with the painful reality of having to say goodbye to someone who has left us far too soon. Leela Savi Persad, as we all know. First, I want to say, I wish to thank Almighty God for blessing us with the opportunity of having Savi in our lives, and that He gives us the strength to withstand this loss. My heart is heavy with grief, but filled with the memories we shared. Savi was more than just a friend. Our bond extended through our children, grandchildren, creating a connection that went beyond friendship, more into family. Savi was the epitome of kind-heartedness. She was soft, loving, and genuine. Her generosity knew no bounds. And as I speak here today, a lot of people, I'm sure, can relate to these adjectives that I'm describing her to be. She was always willing to help anyone. These are her characteristics. And she has instilled these into her two daughters and her grandchildren. And yes, Sean, you and Rory too. She played a very important part in the role of her children's life. And we all know that Savi would agree to exactly who she was, to be the person who she was. She lived her life as a true person. She loved two things in her life, most of all, her family and her religion. And she lived it up to the last. Because during the days before her passing, there were like weeks and weeks of chanting. She had everything she wanted during her last few days. She had the love of her children, her grandchildren, her friends, and everyone who meant something to her. I cherish our times together. Many times we met in San Pedro, or by Sunita's home, or Mayaro. Mostly that would involve Dr. Amin, Nazim, Sharma, Savi, and me. And knowing Sunita, we would end up with about 20 or 30 persons in that gathering. Savi and her husband were also our travel buddies. Our travels led us to foreign countries such as India, Argentina, Brazil, Florida, New York, to see the ball drop on New Year's night. South Africa, Colombia, and we missed the one with them, the last one they had together in Switzerland. Our dinners in these hotels on these trips would normally end up with drinks in one of our hotel rooms. um, sorry, Nazim, Sharma, and myself would always end up in a room, and most times you get the security guards coming to tell us we're disturbing the other guests. Well, that was not so bad, because knowing Sharma, he would always be the one to say, "Ola, come now, come, anybody he meet, come and take a drink, come and have a thing." And that's the life Savi lived. Her life was centered around her family. And I must emphasize family, because, you know, that is who she was. We shared good times, and we shared good times. Savi and I would speak almost every day. I remember one day, I was in the company of my daughter, Seema, and I say, "Hey, I didn't hear Savi today." And Seema was like, "Auntie Savi?" I say, "Yeah." She said, "How you mean today?" I say, "Because every day she would talk, every single day. She would make sure and have something to say. If it's just a call to say, 'How are you? You okay?'" Sometimes, as soon as the rain would fall, I see the rain, the weather set up, I would say, I would remember Savi and call her, "Savi, how are you? You okay today? I see this rain and I know the pain you would be in." Savi was a person who had a lot of pain, physical pain in her life. And on more than one occasion, she would say, "Oh, today was not so bad. It was okay. I was managing," and that's who Savi was, no matter what. We shared good times and good times again. And Savi almost, you know, like she was always the same person. Despite this, whatever she heard, whenever she heard music, Savi would get up and dance. Savi could be in pain, but we know that once he hear music, she would dance. And up to recently, I recall for Shrista's birthday party in March, she danced from the beginning to the end. And that was Savi. Nothing was a problem for her. She loved her people. And nonetheless, Savi loved to dress up. She always made sure she looked the best whenever she had to go out. In spite of that, she was never an extravagant person. She couldn't tolerate wastefulness because she felt that so much could go towards the less fortunate. And I see that in Sunita, Shelly, and her grandchildren as well. She was always happy, especially she would see, read, Shama was her lifelong companion, and to him, she was always the typical Indian wife. She was devoted, caring, and she could, you know, like she always wanted to be around him. Once he's around, when she is around, she was the happiest woman. That is what they call a patti. Tanti Chan? So this, ladies and gentlemen, can only be profound love for her husband, Sharma. I know that you both loved each other, and I hope you will take comfort in the fact that Savi enjoyed spending every moment of her life with you. Sunita and Shelley, you were not only daughters, but her anchor and confidants. You both completed her. Her love for her daughters was immeasurable. Only her grandchildren could be able to come between them. I used to think that Shandan and Shivan were her favorites, but then I realized that every one of her grandchildren were her faves. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to say faves because of my age. I'm sure that Haley and Destiny can also attest to this, to the love she showered upon them as well. I really don't know where Savi got all this love to share and spread, because when it comes to her siblings, no one could get between them. Savi loved them unconditionally and is responsible for keeping the family closely knit. Even me, I know that Chandra and I were her best friends, but Savi was a person who would make every person she connects with feel as though they were her best friend. Everybody who Savi had contact with was a best friend to Savi. Most of all, most of us here today are here because in some way she has touched our lives in the most genuine way that only Savi knows how. Savi, I will cherish the beautiful moments we spent together, the memories we created, the bond we shared. And I find solace in the indelible mark that you left on my life for being my friend. You were also my partner in crime and my rock. Not big crime Sean, I see you watching me. The only time we really had something to really, I saw Savi being challenging, I remember one day in India, it was late and place was closing and we had just arrived in Bangalore and the bus was there. And I asked the driver if he could stop for a few minutes for us to, go shopping. So everybody else was saying, no, don't do that. You don't know where you are. So I came out to the bus. Next thing I know, Savi and two other ladies were saying, wait for me, wait for me. So after shopping, the driver took us to, the driver got a rickshaw for us and tell them to take us to the hotel. On the way, we were talking, but when the rickshawala realized that we were foreigners, he decided to raise his price. So we told him that we're not paying anymore. He dropped us in the middle of the street. We had no idea where we were. All we had was the name of the hotel. Maybe Sharma hearing this for the first time, else you know what would happen. And he dropped us there. We went up, he pointed a building. When we went to the building, it was empty. Nothing was there, and we were so scared after, but I was the main one, so I was pretending not to be scared. So we came back in this main area. We got another rickshaw and told them the name of the hotel and went there. When we went back, we told them everything was good. We never told them about that episode. So, as I close, I want to say on behalf of Nazim, myself, my children, Rishma, Seema, Lima, I want to say, Savi, rest in peace, my dear friend. Your light will continue to shine brightly in our hearts forever, and your legacy of love and friendship will never be forgotten. Thank you, Savi. Before I go, I don't know if I have enough time because I know we're strict for time, but I just wanted somebody to play Candle in the Wind by Elton John. I feel that's the most appropriate song for today. Thanks.
Thank you very much for those meaty yade, sweet memories. And of course, for adding that last part. As Auntie Patsy was talking just now, all you could think about is that Auntie Savi is someone who truly lives life. There's a very popular quote by Charles R. Swindoll which says, life is 10% of what happens to you and 90% of how you react to it. And if you know anything about Auntie Savi, she's always someone who lives life despite what she's faced with. Happiness, sadness, whatever it is. As such, we will not only be having tributes in words, but we will have a cultural item now, which will be done by Faith Marie. That will be in the form of Steel Pan, who is also an intern at SNS Persad.
just have a little break in transmission, but one would have realized that Savi is in love with all type of music. I think that there's a track that needs to come up for this item. All right, so whilst I get this sorted out, we will now invite to share a few words as the tributes come in on behalf of Savi to the family and all those who are seated here. Another young friend, as I say so because I mentioned before, but it is important that we allow them to share these words with us. Ladies and gentlemen, let me invite no other than Chandra Ramsahai to share a few words. So Chandra has, the emotions will come, and therefore she have asked her daughter Nadira to express her words on her behalf. Nadira?
Sitaram, everyone. My mom Chandra and Auntie Savi were best friends, and so she asked me to share these sentiments with you. As you could appreciate, today is quite emotional for her. Savi and I met at a PTA meeting at our daughter's school in 1992. It was from that moment the journey of our friendship began. Savi and I had countless adventures together, shopping, going to prayers, and visiting her favorite place, the Shiva temple in Patiram Trace, Pinal. She had already planned for us to go to the temple 2 days before her birthday, but due to circumstances, she could not. However, her grandson and sister accompanied my family and I to the temple to fulfill her desire. Savi always remained calm in every situation, especially when we got lost driving. I remember we circled the Davie roundabout about 5 times, and when I read this and I was thinking, Mommy, 5 times? And I was panicking, but she said, don't worry, we will find our way out, and we always did. Out of all the dishes I cooked, her favorite was my pulori and chutney, and I'm happy she had some before she got ill. Savi deeply loved and cherished her children, sons-in-law, husband, and grandchildren. Being the person she was, she also cared for my children and grandchildren like her own. Just last February, when my grandson was in the Tassarama competition, she jumped at the opportunity to go with me. When Mr. Persad called and asked, where to you all going again? She answered, my grandson playing Tassa, and I'm going. I left food for you. She loved Tassa very much. So today, Auntie Savi, Avi would play Tassa for you, but instead of dancing with us, you will definitely be dancing with the angels. With her frequent trips to Florida, she became close to my sister Pam. They spoke all the time about their medical challenges and sought comfort in each other. Every time she had to go to Florida, she would call on me and say, Chan, you will check on Sunita for me, please. And I always did. Savi was more than my best friend. She was my sister. Her compassion, strength, and love left a profound impact on everyone who knew her. My beautiful friend, there will be a void in my heart now that you're gone. Rest those kind hands that have touched our lives and embraced us countless times. Like footprints in the sand, you've walked with us through good and bad. So now it's time to rest those blessed feet. I will miss that sparkle in your eyes, your laughter, and hearing your soothing voice as you would have spoken every day. My beautiful friend, I will miss you more than words can express. Your memory will always hold a special place in my heart, and I promise that I would continue to check on Sunita and the rest of your family. Farewell, my beautiful friend. Om Sargatu.
Thank you very much for those very touching words. And of course, as I have been saying, Auntie Savi is someone who truly lived life and someone who has impacted many of us, each and every us, in some way or the other. We now will have that cultural item by Faith Marie, which will be in the form of steel pan, and you will be able to witness what Auntie Savi likes, a bit of that is. Thank you very much, Faith Marie. You all must know that is one of Auntie Sav's favorite songs, and you're here with me. You'll see how emotional the family just got just listening to that. We have another cultural item, and this will be a song by Ephraim Ramkisoon.
Good morning, everyone. On behalf of Ramasri Maharaj, who arrived in this country in 1869, and all of his descendants, my great-grandfather, who happens to be the grandfather of Mr. Sharma Persad, we want to extend our love and our appreciation for the deep, rich deposit which she would have made into our lives. My best memory would be right here in 2017, when they would have opened up the facilities for all of the families, when there were over 196 of us who would have come here, and we would have sang, we would have played, and we would have prayed together as a family. Mr. DJ.
Grandpa emptied it in his coat and showed it once to me. Said, boy, you might understand, but a long, long time ago, Grandma's daddy didn't like enough, but I love your grandma, son. We had this crazy plan and run away. Get married in the first time we came to and live forever. But nailed to the tree where we were supposed to be. If you get there before I do, don't give up on me. I'll see you when my chores are through. I don't know how long I'll be, but I'm not gonna let you down. Darling, wait and see. And between now and then, till I see you again, I'll be loving you. Love me. I remember I read before in the doorway of the church when me and Grandpa prayed. I'm sure I never see as he read the snow. If you get there before I do, don't give up on me. I'll see you when my chores are through, 'cause I don't know how long I'll be, but I'm not gonna let you down. Darling, wait and see. And between now and then, till I see you again, I'll be loving you. Love me. Yes, between now and then, till we see you again, we'll be loving you. Love me. May her soul rest in eternal peace.
Thank you very much indeed, Mr. Ramkisoon, for that very appropriate selection. And the voice that was echoed was similar to that of Pundit Roopnarine, singing Jyoti Bindu. And you can recognize that they are all family. The only one in the family I have not heard sing is Uncle Akut. Savi was very kind. She was very loving. If for any reason, and we have hundreds of employees here of SNS, if for any reason they would have asked an employee to take a few days and rest, maybe for some reasons, by the next morning, the employee will be back on site because of Savi. And Sunita will walk in and find the employee and Savi doing something. Some work together with the most lovely smile. And that was the kind person that we have that is before us today. I know it's rather hot in here. And there are two announcements I want to make. First of all is that we have a number of dignitaries in the audience and time doesn't permit us to acknowledge all of them, but we appreciate your presence here today. And secondly, we will not have an open forum because, again, of time constraint. But again, the family would like to express their greatest sense of appreciation to all of you for your kind words. At this point in time, ladies and gentlemen, I want to ask a gentleman to share a few words with you. He's no stranger to the family. In fact, even before becoming the Member of Parliament for the region, he have indicated to us that whenever I attend functions with the Persad family, it is because I am a member of the family. And he sits here today expressing the same pain and sorrow for the loss of a mother, someone whom we would have all been closely associated with. Ladies and gentlemen, to share a few words with us, the Member of Parliament for Mayaro, MP Rushton Parry.
Thank you very much, Neil. Sitaram, ladies and gentlemen. Today I'm privileged and honored to bring a very brief tribute, not only standing as your Member of Parliament for this great constituency, but having lived and continue to live vicariously through Sunita and Sean, understanding the family and the nature of the family, I feel privileged this morning. I also want to express on behalf of my family our deepest sympathies and condolences to Uncle Shama and everyone around here today. We are mourning the loss of a very remarkable woman, Savi Persad, whose legacy is woven into the very fabric of our community. For all of those who have spoken before, they would have expressed their views from inside. I have the privilege of telling you the story from the rest of the world, what we saw from the outside. And I also see myself somewhat as a son to Savi, brother to Sunita and Sean and her family, and also as a businessman in the community who would have had to work with and alongside Savi and her team from time to time. In observing that, her life and her work would have left an indelible mark, and her absence today is deeply felt by all those who know her. As the founder of the SNS Persad supermarket chain, Savi was not only a pioneering businesswoman, but also a beacon of resilience and vision. Her journey from humble beginnings to establishing a successful and beloved supermarket chain is a testament to her entrepreneurial spirit and relentless dedication. Savi's entrepreneurial spirit transformed a modest enterprise into a cornerstone of our local economy here in Mayaro. Her supermarkets are just not places of commerce. They are community hubs where relationships are built and lives are enriched. The warm, welcoming atmosphere she fostered in her stores reflected her belief in the importance of community and connection. Through her tireless dedication and keen business acumen, she created opportunities and inspired countless others to pursue their dreams with determination and integrity. Her leadership and innovative approach set a standard for excellence that will continue to inspire future generations of entrepreneurs, not only here in Mayaro, but throughout Trinidad and Tobago. Beyond her professional achievements, Savi's impact on the community was profound. She was deeply committed to giving back and used her business as a platform to support numerous charitable initiatives. Through the supermarket chain, she championed causes close to her heart, always extending a helping hand to all those in need. Her generosity and compassion uplifted many, embodying the true spirit of service and solidarity. Whether it was providing food for the less fortunate, supporting local schools, or sponsoring community events, Savi's contribution was significant and far-reaching. Her charitable work was a reflection of her belief that success is measured not just by what we achieve for ourselves, but by what we do for others. As the family matriarch, Savi nurtured and guided with love and wisdom. She instilled in her family the values of hard work, perseverance, and kindness, creating a legacy that will endure through generations to come. Her children, her grandchildren, are a testament of her nurturing spirit and the strong moral foundation she provided. Savi's home is a place where love, respect, and support is always abundant, and her family thrived under her care. Her daughter Sunita and her husband Sean have grown very, very close to my family over the years. Today, Nalisha and I, my mother, my father, my siblings, we share in your pain and loss today. While very few of us can feel what they are feeling, all we can do is stand by them, shoulder to shoulder, and be there for all of them. It is in these moments of profound sorrow that the strength of our community shines brightest. We must rally around Uncle Shama, Sunita, Shelley, Sean, Rory, and the entire Persad family, children and grandchildren, offering our support as they navigate this very difficult time. Our collective presence and unwavering support will be a source of comfort and strength for all of them. We must never forget Savi's spirit, boundless generosity, and unwavering commitment to her community. These will be deeply missed. Her life work stands as a testament to the extraordinary difference one individual can make. Today, we honor her memory and extend our heartfelt condolences to her family, friends, and all who have had the privilege of knowing her. Savi's life will continue to be a beacon of light and hope, and her memory will continue to inspire and guide us all. Her passing is indeed a great loss, but her legacy will live on in the hearts and minds of all those she touched. We are eternally grateful for the time we had with her and will strive to uphold the values she embodied. On behalf of the Parry family, a grateful community, and a constituency that will miss Savi tremendously, we extend our heartfelt condolences. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, Mr. Pare. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure you must have realized that, I'd like to tell you right now actually, that there is a verse from Bhagavad Gita, Karmane vadhikaraste mafale shukadachana, which simply means action thy duty, reward not thy concern. And that's who Auntie Savi really is, as you must have heard just now. Our next item will be a song by Pastor Ria Hussain.
Greet you all in the name of Jesus today. Savi was a woman of wisdom. It is said, by wisdom a house is built, and by understanding it is established. But by knowledge the rooms are filled with rare and beautiful treasures. I know two of them, Shelley and Sunita. Beautiful treasures that you brought your in-laws and, the grandeur, all because of the foundation of wisdom in a woman that not only established a business, but a home, her family. And she was not only a wise builder in this life, but I got to know her at the end, the last chapter of her life. And I realized that she met the master builder of all things, the Lord Jesus Christ. I want to say, when I got the program, the first thing that greeted me was, Om Sadgadi. Om Sadgadi, God of my salvation. And I want to tell you, I haven't known Savi all these years, but the last year of her life, we have talked about meeting the God that made you. I know I'm supposed to sing, but my guitar is lost somewhere. I'll still sing a little piece for you. But I just want to say, there's one thing to be made in a world and not meet the one that made you. But it is a greater thing that when the one that made you has provided for you after death, and you have met that man, Christ Jesus. So I want to say at the end, this woman, when we say Om Shanti, 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 it will not be chanting, but it will say the peace of God, the Prince of Peace that she has met. And one little secret that I could share today, in the last moments of her life, I went in to see her, and she held my hand tightly. And she was doing like this. Her eyes were excited. Excitement that she couldn't even speak about, but she was showing me this. I believe she had a visitation of God that said, Savi, you're not only going to dance on Earth, girl, you're going to dance on streets of gold. For those of you who understand, I just want to sing the benediction that in this life, the Om Sagadi, the God of salvation, has prepared for her on the other end. We don't have to worry, and we don't have to if and what. We know that the God who sustained her in this life made her a successful woman. Listen, I wish I had some of these moves, Savi, but you'll be dancing on streets of gold. So I just want to sing the benediction. The Lord bless you and keep you. Make his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. The Lord turn his face towards you and give you peace. Amen. 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 The Lord bless you, even the family, and keep you. Make his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. The Lord turn his face towards you and give you peace. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. God bless you.
Thank you very much indeed, Pastor Ria. We are about to introduce the gems, the life of Savi. And I will at this time ask all the grandchildren to please make their way on stage. Well, I say stage, but please to the front. Savi once said to me that had she known that grandchildren are so wonderful and so beautiful, she would have had them first. So at this point in time, I will invite the grandchildren to please come forward and pay tribute to their grandmother.
Hello. We're all here to celebrate the life of my Mama Savi, an amazing mother, wife, friend, and to us an even more amazing grandmother. There really is no other way to start this but by saying she was truly beautiful inside and out. She had such an impact on each and every one of us here today, which is why we all stand here together to honor and thank her for everything she has done for us. Your hard work, kindness, and unconditional love will never be forgotten. We will continue honoring your name and to always make you proud. So for all the moments we shared, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for all the everyday calls just to say hello. Thank you for giving me a safe
place to vent about the smallest things. Thank you for all your encouraging words when we're not at our best, and for always making us laugh when we are really stressed. Thank you for giving us the best parents and showing this family how to be strong. As you're sitting above us in heaven, looking down, I want to tell you that I love you. I know up there you're probably walking in the garden, taking care of your plants, but Mama was the root of this family. She had planted her seeds of love within all of us, and just like a plant, you've watered us with happiness and joy. You have given us time to grow and spread our branches. I wanted to talk to you one more time and say goodbye, and only God knows why He took you from us so fast, but my one wish is that He could give you a phone just so I can hear your laugh. You are in His arms now, so keep dancing for us, Mama, and keep making the sky look as beautiful as you always do. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Today, I want to take the time to brag on my grandmother. Thank you all for being here today as we gather to honor and remember the life of my beloved Mama, Savi. It's hard to put into the words the impact she had on all of us. To me, she was more than just a grandmother. She was a mentor and a source of unconditional love and wisdom. One of my earliest memories of Mama is her infectious laughter. She had a way of finding joys in the smallest things and sharing the joy with everyone around her. Her kitchen was always filled with the aroma of home-cooked meals and the warmth of her love. I remember sitting at her kitchen table listening to her stories about her childhood, her adventures, and the lessons she learned along the way of life. Through her stories, she taught me the importance of resilience, kindness, and family. Mama had a heart of gold. She was always ready to lend a helping hand to anyone in need, and she did so without expecting anything in return. Her generosity knew no bounds, and she instilled in all of us the value of compassion and empathy. She was also a great woman of strength and determination. Mama faced life's challenges with grace and courage, and she never let adversity dampen her spirit. She showed us that it's not the hardships that define us, but how we rise above them. As I stand here today, I am filled with a deep sense of gratitude for having her in my life. She shaped who I am. Will continue to live on in the lessons she taught us and the love she gave us. Though she may no longer be with us in body, her spirit and the memories we share will forever be a part of us. Mama, thank you for everything, for your love, your wisdom, your laughter, and your unwavering support. You will be deeply missed, but we find comfort in knowing that you are at peace now. Rest in peace, Mama. We love you more than words can express, and we will carry your memories in our hearts forever.
Thank you very much, grandchildren of Auntie Savi. We know how much they are truly loved by her. I'm sure they'll truly miss her as well, but they have tons of memories with her. We know that as well. I'd now like to invite Kavita Saran to do the eulogy for us.
Good afternoon and Sitaram, everyone. Today, I was given the opportunity to read a eulogy for my dear aunt, Leela Persad, also known as Savi. And it is very important that we speak her name today and remember all the good she's done, the lives she's impacted, and the good person she was. Because today is not only about saying goodbye, it's about paying our respect and gratitude to someone as selfless and kind as she was. It's integral that we not only mourn, but celebrate her impact on this world. And after today, we will continue to remember her and speak her name, because there's a saying that you're not truly gone until the last person alive speaks your name. I know I will continue to honor her. How can I not? Auntie Savi was there for me for some of the most important days of my life. When I was called to the bar, the day I got married, and for the birth of my son. And now I know everyone here has had their wonderful experiences with her. So let's start on July 4th, 1956. one of the best days in human history, and that's because it was the day the world welcomed Auntie Savi. Born to her parents, Ramanan Saran and Rupiah Saran, who are both now deceased, Auntie Savi grew up in a small village very far from here called Las Lomas, together with her 6 siblings, Tarande, the late Devanan, Bim, Kanzram, Shama, and my father Jai. It was in this little village that she met the love of her life. On Sunday, 4th of April, 1976, Auntie Savi was attending her cousin's wedding, and Uncle Sharma was on duty working as a police officer. And you know village people as I've had. Everything is an Indian movie for them. Uncle Sharma saw her, and it was love at first sight for him. I mean, who wouldn't? She was always a beauty. Uncle Sharma met her and did not think twice about asking for her hand in marriage. When he asked her mother, he was told that Auntie Savi was very ill, but that didn't stop him. He was ill too. He was lovesick, and he was determined to marry her, promising to take care of her for the rest of his life. It is no doubt that he did just that until her last breath. May we all have that kind of love in our lives. From this love story came 2 beautiful children, Sunita and Shelley. Knowing the blessings they were, it made Auntie Savi determined to work hard and strive for the best for her family. This was when she started working selling dry goods for her sister Tara, and with that experience she started her own business. Her brother-in-law Makun gave her and Uncle Sharma a spot in Rio Claro to start their business, and it was from this little mini-mart that empire grew into several large successful companies. She has since left this legacy for her daughters, who have admirably continued the family standard of excellence and generosity. Can you imagine how proud Auntie Savi was by this? To see the daughters she loved endlessly become successes of their own. And her daughters gave her 2 sons, Sean and Rory. They were her pharmacists. Not in the sense of they used to give her Panadol or Bracol, but you know what they say, laughter is the best medicine. Their aunties kept her young and happy. They always kept a smile on her face, and she had such a beautiful smile. Auntie Savi was the light in our family, the best daughter, wife, mother, mother-in-law, grandmother, sister, and aunt. Her world revolved around the ones she loved, especially her grandchildren. Corey, Kyle, Shandon, Shavan, Cheyenne, Shreya, Trista, and Rain. The kind of love she felt for her grandchildren was a love without condition. They were the most important people in the world to her. During her lifetime, she always ensured that her grandchildren were well taken care of, and she did just that. She lived to make their lives better and was always proud of them. Don't ever forget that she loved you so much, and there will always be a part of her in each one of you. You were her pride and joy. And what makes her even more special and an excellent role model in our family is despite all the success and all those businesses, she was always humble and treated everyone with kindness and respect. Those who knew her knew how sincere, gentle, and sweet of a person she was. Even her employees, who refers to her as boss lady, was treated with the same respect and love. This was something she taught and preached to everyone. Always be humble, no matter where life took you. To treat everyone equally, to love all and forgive others. Auntie Savi was one person who never had any hate in her heart. It was so pure and filled with love for everyone. She was always the peacemaker everywhere she went. She never liked or encouraged conflict and always wanted harmony among her friends, family, and workplace. She was the support, comfort, and strength of her family. Compassion and generosity are 2 major pillars in Hinduism, and Auntie Savi was a strong believer in what we Hindus will call seva, which is the selfless work one does for others. Auntie Savi was known for her charity work, and she was always a true symbol of humanity. She believed in doing good and helping others, as she wanted to see everyone around her do better and be better. A strong believer in the principle that a rising tide must lift all boats. Now, before I make her sound like Mother Lakshmi, all in our eyes she was, Auntie Savi knew how to party as well. She had an inherent love for music and dance. Everywhere she went, she would open the dance when everyone would join in. This is how infectious she was. She was always the entertainer and made everyone laugh and smile around her. Although we all feel that Auntie Savi may have left us too soon, we are happy to have had her for the time we did. She made an impact on everyone's life and left us with great lessons and memories to cherish and last forever. The only solace we have to keep us going is that you are no longer in pain. You will live on our memories. I will continue to be guided by the way you lived. And maybe we too can have an impact on this world, if you're ever so lucky. But we will do our best for you. We love you and we'll miss you forever and always.
Thank you, Leela.
It is always that time when the emotions will take the better of us. And the best way to deal with any form of pain, any form of sorrow, any form of emotion is through the divine name. And at this time, to offer some blessings, mantras, let us welcome the sister-in-law of Savi, Ms. Chandrauti Saran.
Sitaram, Assalamu alaikum. Good afternoon, everyone. In a short while, when you make your way to look at this blessing, which was bestowed upon us and which we have enjoyed immensely, we can reflect a few years ago, India coined a phrase, Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao, save the daughter, educate the daughter. This daughter was saved. She attended the University of Life. In the University of Life, you don't ever quit. And having acquired many attributes of the University of Life, her daughters have been educated also. Shall we all clasp our hands, close our eyes, as we give blessings to everyone that is gathered here, started from the workers, the foundation of SNS Persad, supermarket and group of companies, to all the friends and relatives and neighbors and well-wishers, to us who are very close to her and to her immediate family. We give her blessings and we say, Nanad, go. You are going in peace. Never in our lives have we experienced so much prayers that was being done, and she was quite aware, fully aware of all the prayers. And here, once again today, we are here to shower blessings. But as you depart, we want you to bless all of us. I know it's hot, but if you can stand, clasp your hands, close your eyes. Maybe the air will pass through you as you stand. Just one verse of the Nirvana Ashtakam. Namami Shamishan Nirvana Rupam Vibhum Vyapakam Brahma Veda Swarupam Nijam Nirgunam Nirvikalpam Niriham Chirakash Makash Vasam Bhajeham Chirakash Makash Vasam Bhajeham. Ram Naam Satya Hai. Ram Naam Satya Hai. Ram Naam Satya Hai. Please remain standing for closing mantra by Pandit Ji, and then instruction will be further given out.
वृंदावन में लाल की हाथ जोड़ भगवान ध्यान करो. Let us pray. Hari Om. Shri Krishna Govind Hare Murari He Nata Narayana Va. Could the bereaved family and the dear ones, loved one, come around, please? The sisters, brothers, grandchildren, could you come around, please? Shri Krishna Govind Hare Murari He Nata Narayana Va. ये तो नाथ स्वामी सका हमारे, ये तो नाथ स्वामी सका हमारे, श्रीनाथ नारायण वासुदेव. With love. Shri Krishna Govind Hare Murari He Nata Narayana Vasudeva. Auntie Savi's life and the discourse this morning is love. And that is what has brought us here together. The love that she has shown to the world. May you continue to show love through her life. And this bhajan, this song reflects a lot. It says a lot of the individual. Ek pyar ka nagama hai. Come on, sing. वो जो उनकी रवानी. Everyone. जिंदगी और कुछ भी नहीं, तेरी मेरी कहानी है. Come on, sing. एक प्यार का नगमा है, वो जो उनकी रवानी है. It's a song of your love and my love. It's a song of my kahani. My story has now come to an end. It is for you to tell your story now. And the verse tells, it's a song of love, it's a flow of ecstasy. Life is nothing but a story about you and me. Henceforth, we have attained something and we must lose something. In life, you have attained the best individual, and now today, you have lost the best individual. So, let her song, her story continue through your love. एक प्यार का नगमा है, वो जो उनकी रवानी है. जिंदगी और कुछ भी नहीं, with love, तेरी मेरी कहानी है. एक प्यार का नगमा है, कुछ पाकर कौन है, कुछ को पाना है. जीवन का मतलब तो आना और जाना है. दो पल के जीवन से चुरानी है. With your love, come on. जिंदगी और कुछ भी नहीं, वो तेरी मेरी कहानी है. एक प्यार का नगमा है. She went through all the storms in life and she crossed the river on the shore. And you're my support and I'm your support. In my eyes, there's an ocean with water of desire. Life is nothing but a story about you and me. तो दार की नदिया की मैं तेरा किनारा हूँ. That is why she loved me, Arrow. It's a home, the shore, the ocean of love. तो दार की नदिया की मैं तेरा किनारा हूँ. तो मेरा सहारा है, मैं तेरा सहारा everyone. Sing. Zindagi on. Hold a hand. Find a hand. And say, Ma, I love you. कहानी है एक प्यार का नगमा है. As I said to you earlier this morning, ask the Lord Bhagwan Krishna, in the next janam, that she be born as your mother again. It's a privilege to be born as a daughter. And I wouldn't have to ask Auntie Savi this, but I asked her last year when the ghost was opened in Freeport. If you have to marry to Uncle Akut again, would you? She looked at me and she smiled, which means she will come back. And I look at you today with tears in your eyes. आज सुनो हम गीत भी गाता जा रहे, दो दुखियारी पंछी बिछड़े जा रहे. Nobody knows your pain today. So many hundreds are here, but nobody could fill that void that is in your heart. The love that have grown over many years, that have matured, my dear friends, is only Uncle Akut alone will know that pain today. And the bhajan tells us, आज सुनो हम गीत भी गाता जा रहे, दो दुखियारे पंछी बिछड़े. Two birds have fallen in love many years ago. How many? 49? 47 years ago. Two birds have fallen in love. And today one bird is leaving the other bird. Such is life. आज सुनो हम गीत भी गाता जा रहे, दो दुखियारे पंछी बिछड़े जा रहे. Ram Naam, loudly. Ram Naam, Satya. Ram Naam, Satya. Ram Naam, Satya. Please have your seats. So there's a video to run for about 3 minutes. We'd have the final viewing, very, very orderly. And while that is taking place, I'll hand over to the members of the Chandrasekhar Vishnu Mandir to join in Kirtan. Jyoti Bindu. That's our last day when they're walking out. So,
परमानंद का अनुभव कर, हो परमानंद का अनुभव कर, धन्य बना जीवन ज्योति बिंदु परमात्मा से मिलन, अब चल कर ले मिलन. प्रभु की प्राप्ति का मूल मंत्र है संपूर्ण समर्पण. हे आत्मा चल प्रभु को सौंप दे, तू सारा जीवन देख प्रभु तेरे निकट विराजे. ओ देख प्रभु तेरे निकट विराजे, कर ले अभिवादन बिंदु परमात्मा से ऐ मेरी आत्मा अब चल कर ले मिलन ज्योति बिंदु के प्रेम सिंधु में चल आज नहाले परम पिता का प्रेम पात्र बनकर तू शुभ वर पाले किरण किरण को निरख नयन से ओ किरण किरण को निरख नयन से पूजा मन में मगन ज्योति बिंदु परमात्मा से ऐ मेरी आत्मा अब चल कर ले मिलन अब चल कर ले मिलन अब चल कर ले मिलन अब चल कर ले मिलन
So, ladies and gentlemen, those who are visiting, those who are coming to view the body, we will ask you to kindly exit on this side, just behind the screens. Please exit as you walk this way. Exit behind the screen so that we can allow everyone to please come through. So we want to just leave here within 15 minutes. So we would ask people to, as you view, to please exit on the where the tents are. Okay? While this is being done, I just want to ask you to, those who are coming up, to look at the screens. To look at the screens, there is a video that is being run. You all can look at that. Let me invite, what's her name? Rihanna. All right, so you all will see a video on the screens. You can pay attention to it while. So the bhajan group will just hold for about 3 minutes. Let it.
Of educational needs. We also have dedicated spaces such as a kids' playroom, computer labs, and a theater to nurture creativity and learning.
Thank you.